Morning. Hi, I'm Brother Jackson. Hopefully by now you've already seen at least one video that I made for you guys. We're going to be doing Art 119 this semester together. That's a drawing and a 3D design, or not 3D design, sorry, a graphic design class. I'm only teaching you one half of it. The half that I'm teaching is the drawing portion, and you'll be with Sister Kwan for the second half, and that's going to start in the middle of the semester. Let's talk about a little bit with how we're going to turn stuff in, how I'm going to get my content to you. So number one, some questions I've had from students. I've had a lot of students ask me, are we going to be having class together via Zoom or some other medium? The answer to that question is no. We will not be meeting synchronously. That means that I'm not going to have us all meet together same time, same day. And for many of you who live in, some people live maybe on the east coast of the United States. I've got a student who lives in Ohio, they told me. I've got students in China, Japan, Korea. I've got students all over the world in diverse and amazing places that I'd like to be at, maybe a little bit more than here right now. But because of the vast time zone differences, it's very impractical to try to all meet together on the same time and the same day. So all of the content I give to you will be through either it's going to be written content, and I'm going to have that on either a website that I made for this class, or just via WordPerfect documents that I type up and send you the link to, or send you as an attachment. I'm also obviously going to be doing a lot of videos like this one. Sorry, I'm not trained in making videos, so they're not going to be amazing, but they should get the job done. So I will be sending you all this via your email. I'll be posting assignments and things like that on Canvas. There's a problem with Canvas for me, and that is that Sister Kwan's half of the class, for some reason, is also posted on our Canvas page for this class. So if you see something there that is a design assignment, it's not for this class. I will always send you assignments via email. I don't recommend using Canvas because it may end up just confusing. I don't love Canvas anyway. It's not my favorite. I don't use it that much when we're here on campus teaching together. So most of what I send you, most of the information you get, it's going to come to you via email. And what that means is I need you to check your email every day. You may get something on a day when we weren't scheduled to have class. It's still going to be very important. So check your email. I recommend you check your email once in the morning and once in the evening just to make sure. I will check my email every day, at least twice a day, except for on weekends. So if you email me on a Saturday or a Sunday, there's a pretty good chance that I won't get back to you till Monday. And for that reason, if you have some kind of emergency or some pressing question, please go ahead and text me. I'll try to get back to you as I can. The one thing I ask you when you text me is double check and see what time it is in Hawaii first, so you don't accidentally text me at 3 or 4 in the morning here and wake me up. I appreciate that. Okay, so this is a drawing class. We're going to be working on improving our ability to draw what we see. I'm not interested in you drawing things that are from your imagination. This class is not about showing me how well you draw comic book characters or manga or anime characters. If you're into that, that's fine. I'm not trying to criticize what you're into, what you enjoy. That's just not what we're doing in this class. So please don't turn in any of that sort of thing. I don't need to see dragons or unicorns or whatever thing you may have doodled in the margins in your classes in high school and so forth. This class is just focused on drawing what you see. And on that note, I want everybody to get out a piece of paper, regular size piece of paper. If you have a notebook around, grab it. If you don't have one, pause it, grab yourself a piece of paper and a pencil, and then come back and start the video again. Okay, so what I want to talk to you about is this. We see things through our eyes, right? Our eyes have lenses that bring information in. What happens though is as that information is getting brought into our brains interpret that information and almost immediately turns whatever you saw into a simplified version of it. And the reason why we do that is because there's just so much stuff for our brains to try to remember that it begins to throw away detail, it begins to discard anything unnecessary. And the reason for that is because your brain would be overloaded if it tried to remember every tiny detail of what you saw. And what that means is, if you try to draw something from inside your head or from your memory, your brain is going to turn it into a simplified cartoon version of that. And to demonstrate that, let's all do an activity together. So you've got your piece of paper, I hope. I'm going to be using the whiteboard behind me. So what I want you to do with your paper is divide it into 4 sections. So just draw a little cross down the middle, and we're going to do a little picture in each section. We're going to do a picture together. I'm going to draw with you. This should be fun. We're going to do really quick drawings. So less than 30 seconds for each drawing. And it's okay, you don't have to turn it in. You're going to see what quality of drawing I do in 30 seconds, which is not great, but let's just do this as an activity and then I'll explain why. So the first thing I want you to draw is an eyeball. So everybody ready? Here we go. On your marks, get set, go. Okay, done. If you're still drawing, stop. That's enough. Probably look something like what I just did there. Cartoony, not beautiful, but that's okay. Okay, before we talk about why we did that, let's move on to the next one. Let's go real quick. Less than 30 seconds. Here we go. The next thing I want you to draw is a football, an American football. And ready, set, go. Got the little bands there. Let's see, there's probably a little line through the middle there, and we got some little laces on the ball. Okay, stop. Oh, that's interesting. Football and an eye look very similar when you draw them quickly. Okay, the next thing I want you to draw, really fast. Stop drawing the football if you're still doing it. It doesn't have to be perfect. Next thing we're going to draw is a leaf, like a leaf from a tree. Here we go. Ready, set, go. All right, there's my leaf. I know, don't be too amazed. Pretty awesome drawing. Obviously not. If you're still drawing, stop. That's enough. Okay, the next thing I want you to draw is a feather, like a feather from a bird. Here we go. On your mark, get set, go. Hang on a second. That leaf and that feather look very similar. In fact, if you didn't know what you're looking at, you might get confused and think that this was a leaf and maybe that was a feather, who knows. But here's the thing. When we draw from our brains simplify and turn everything into a cartoon. So, what this class is about is learning to really see something for what it is. Short circuit that little thing that our brain does, which turns everything into a cartoon, and really draw things the way they appear. So we're going to have a bunch of activities, a bunch of exercises that we're going to be doing together that will all be geared towards training ourselves to draw things as they appear and to really make things look realistic. All right, well, that's all we're doing for today. What I do need you to do is get your sketchbooks, your pencils, all those materials, and be ready, because we're going to hit the ground running once we really get going. All right, we'll see you guys later.